Hello, neighbor.
Hello.
Do I have your permission to film you and use the footage?
Yes.
And what is your name?
Stephanie Ferris.
Stephanie Ferris. Can you describe yourself in 5 words?
Oh. Maybe I should have asked for the questions ahead of time. I guess anyone who says truthful is usually lying, but I've made that a core tenet of being true to the truest versions I know anyways.
Okay.
And I'd say I'm actually present.
Okay.
And that's too many words. Let me think of more.
Truthful, present. That's 2.
I'm not really any just one thing all the time.
Right.
So that's part of the dilemma of paring down what is the most me.
Mm-hmm.
Truthful, present. Are we allowed to use adjectives?
Yes.
And nouns?
Yes.
Well, okay, I'm a healer.
Okay.
And, a gardener.
Okay.
And decent.
Decent. All right. Where do you live? Describe your living situation. Who do you live with? Do you rent? Do you own? What's your life about in that level?
Yes. Well, technically I rent from my mommy.
Okay.
And I think I'm inheriting the place someday, however.
Okay.
And it's just next door. I'm on my mother's porch right now.
Okay.
And
where are we in space, geographically?
Mount Vernon, Ohio.
Okay.
Knox County.
Okay. Cool. Who do you live with?
Oh, just my 5-year-old son.
Okay.
And 4 cats and a whole bunch of ghosts.
Ghosts. Nice.
Yes, the family plot is actually on my property. So the ancestors are right there talking, jabbering at me.
Nice. How long have you been living there?
I just moved there in the fall. So
Wow. Okay. Where were you before that?
I lived right above my work in town.
Okay. Why did you move out here?
To breathe
Okay.
and put down some roots
Okay.
into the soil.
How has this area changed since you've been living here?
Not that much, actually.
Okay. I mean, how old were you when your family came here?
3.
3. Okay. So since you were 3 till now, has the area changed?
This immediate neighborhood, not that much, but
Okay.
town is creeping up on us. So yeah. Mount Vernon, I suppose we've gotten a lot more diversity in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
And this particular town is very more elderly populated. I think those demographics are starting to shift a little bit.
Okay.
So,
What's your favorite part about living here?
the way the air smells.
Okay. At a particular time of year or all the time?
Sometimes it smells like shit, so
Okay.
this time of year is really nice, actually. Really nice. And fall is really nice too, except for when they're spreading. Anytime they're spreading shit or kicking shit up, you smell it. But
In your estimation, what does a good life look and feel like?
actually, kind of like ever since I moved out here.
Okay.
I'm very domestic, so I really like to have a cozy inside and outside. It looks like the green that I see when I look out at the field.
Okay. What's the biggest challenge you're facing in your life?
Burnout.
Burnout. Okay. What's your favorite vegetable?
Okay, this is a tricky one. I'm gonna list several probably.
Okay.
Cauliflower. It's so versatile and nutritious. It's probably my favorite of the, is it brassicas?
Yeah.
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 And brassicas are awesome, but cauliflower is my favorite. And I also like asparagus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a powerhouse of nutrients. I also like tomato, but I cannot stand raw tomato. But sauce form, that runs in my veins. So.
Okay. Okay. How do you spend the majority of your time?
Actually, right now, or like
No.
on average?
On average, lately, in your current life.
I'm very spread out across different things.
Okay.
Probably I spend the majority of the time thinking about plants and gardening and
Yeah. Okay. What do you wish you had more time for?
plants and gardening.
Okay. What do you believe will happen to you personally when you die?
Me personally won't really exist anymore.
Okay.
I don't think. Not this exact person. I'll already be changed by the death process.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
What do you know more about than most people?
The emotional world of people.
Okay. Okay. And what is something you've learned recently?
Oh. Well, I've been really kind of diving into companion planting.
Okay.
And so my mind's just constantly running with like different combinations and different arrangements.
Okay.
I learned that if you plant chamomile or basil with cannabis, there's anecdotal evidence that it increases the terpene content.
Interesting.
Yes.
But it doesn't change the terpenes themselves. It just changes how many there are?
It influences them.
It influences them.
Like sometimes plants that grow beside each other influence each other's flavors. And
Okay.
ultimately medicines.
Right.
So that is
So then
really cool.
if you're planting, okay, wait, you mentioned basil and chamomile?
Yes.
Do they have different effects?
The anecdotal evidence, which I think is real, because lots of plants do this, like
Right.
peppers that grow together and like, yeah. And so I want to try like holy basil, which
Yeah,
is like the
the
most
Tulsi.
medicinal basil, and companion planting that, because like that would be really cool.
That would be.
So
Well, you're going to have to keep me posted on that. How are you learning this?
mostly through the internet.
Okay.
I have questions, boom, answers.
Okay. And is it the YouTube part or the written part?
Written part.
Okay.
YouTube goes too slow, and I need to read quickly and absorb
Gotcha.
quickly.
Okay. Do you have access to the health care that you want and need, and how do you get that or how not?
No, it does not exist for
Okay.
people in my class status in this country.
Okay.
No, I would love to get better health care, to be able to trust the healthcare system, to not be traumatized by it, to seek it out to begin with, because my trauma is almost its own barrier to seeking it out now.
Okay. What kind of
that's a can of
healthcare
worms.
would you be looking for? Like, what would work for you?
Integrated
Okay.
and patient-centered.
Okay. Okay. When's the last time you read a whole book?
Oh, that's a tough one. I was even in a book club to try to
Okay.
help me do this, and we all fell off of
Okay.
going to the book club.
Wrong book.
It was. It actually, we weren't motivated in it.
Okay.
So, well, right now I'm basically reading a textbook.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. What textbook?
certified personal training
Okay.
textbook.
Okay. Would you recommend it?
No.
No. All right. Fair play.
Well, yes and no. I'm very critical of the school that I'm going to.
Okay.
So, as I'm a student, I'm critical as a student.
Okay. Is there a book you would recommend that you've really enjoyed?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Tell me.
The Alchemist. It was one of my
Okay.
favorite books ever.
By.
I don't know if I have enough memory
Okay.
to like connect those.
Okay. That's fair.
I used to know.
Okay. Describe a good person.
A good person does their best.
Okay. Okay.
Not everyone does that.
True. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Beef bone broth.
Okay. Just as a soup.
Yeah, I'm not much of a breakfast eater, and I kind of have POTS, so I have to maintain blood volume. So
Okay.
I had like bare bones, but so it's got like some veggie powder in there too. Beef bone broth And yeah, I just chugged that before going to dig a trench.
Do you have a favorite breakfast?
Oh, definitely. Like eggs, potatoes, gravy, just all on the plate. It can be mixed together, actually.
Okay.
Sort of like a breakfast
How often do you get
casserole. Not very often. I don't go out to eat very often.
Okay. So that's to go out and get it at a restaurant food?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me something really specific that you love here on planet Earth. What makes you happy you're alive?
Lots of things. Dancing.
Okay. Cool. If you got a checklist when you paid your taxes and you could say to the government, these are my top 3 priorities, what would you want the government spending your part of the money on?
The environment.
Okay.
Healthcare.
Okay.
Education. Boom.
All right. What three things would you not want it spent on?
War. Israel. And what else did they do with it? That's the main things they do. That's the main places they send it. I don't want them to. And yeah, corruption.
Okay.
Probably a lot of our money goes there.
Where do you think the corruption is? I mean, they're saying waste, fraud, and abuse is all the poor people.
I think it is just like, where is it? If I were to locate it. Politicians.
Okay. How many living beings are you responsible for keeping alive?
Oh, well, there's my 4 cats and my son.
Okay.
And myself.
Okay.
And also I feed some outdoor cats that aren't mine.
Okay.
There's a lot of those.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it. So I don't know how many that is exactly, because there's a lot of...
Do you feel well represented by your politicians?
Oh, hell no.
Not locally or state or federal?
No.
Okay. What kind of person would you be excited to vote for?
Well, I used to be a burner back in the day. I was an OG burner. In fact, I wrote him a letter when he was still a senator telling him I think he should run for president.
Okay. Let's clarify burners, Bernie Sanders.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And another person who really excited me was actually Jill Stein.
Okay.
And then I actually hopped to the Green Party.
Okay.
She was talking my talk. And yeah.
Okay. Is there something in your heart that feels like some big, almost impossible dream, something you really want to do in your life?
It's going to sound strange, but I always wanted to own like a Skyline restaurant, or like manage one. It's like an alternate version of myself. I just love their.
Is this a chain?
Yeah, they have like a chili that's really addictive, and I don't know. It's just an alternate version of me
Wants to have a restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, totally fair. Is there a roadblock to that happening, or is it?
Oh yeah, like I could never get like a loan, you know what I mean, to like open up a franchise. And as far as becoming even just a manager, I don't do well with like hierarchy and climbing, because then normally in a lot of corporate environments you have to like be able to eat someone to rise, from what I saw. And I'm not that type.
Okay. What do you feel like is the biggest challenge we're facing as a country?
Division.
Okay.
Because there has to be a revolution, and the main thing in front of that is the division. Okay.
Okay. And if you could ask everyone in the country one question, what would it be?
Part of my kind of purpose, or one of my main purposes, is like to kind of find my authentic self, and then kind of model to others being your authentic self and finding that. And I think you're very similar, by the way, on a similar path, which is kind of why we vibe. So I would ask, who's the real you? Like, how do you really feel? Because a huge part of the programming is to disconnect us from how we feel.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest wounds collectively.
Okay. So if you're watching this and would be willing to answer that in the comments, we would absolutely love to hear what you've got to say. Thank you.
Thank you.